What's going on, everybody? Let me know if you hear double audio. I'm not sure what's going on, but my name is Tall Boy, and we're here for another edition of the Lab Tech Show. We're here to simplify technology in a language you can understand. We got some things that we're going to talk about. We got my man Revis here, and we're going to talk about touch up Google Photos, Cash App for Youth, Amazon in Sideloading, Netflix vertical. Can you believe they're getting in the game? And then Revis is going to talk about Tantamount. What is that? Revis, how you doing, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself, Tall Boy?
Man, I'm okay. Let me see. Are we good over here? There we go. Can you believe they're getting in the game? All right, there we go. So let me go ahead and mute that. And we got a lot of moving parts going over there. All right, so yeah, that's where we're at, man. So we're gonna go ahead and get this show started. Thank y'all for joining us. Revis, Tall Boy, no TBJ. It is what it is. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this show started. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Tall Boy here. Thank y'all for joining us. We definitely appreciate your support. And yeah, we're just here to break down this tech news, as they call it. Man, I got a lot of loud noises going around here. So yeah, we here. Welcome, everybody. I should have had all this stuff turned down. Anyway, we got a poll question. Let us know. Do you... How do you make payments when you shop on your phone or with your phone? Do you use Apple Pay, Google Wallet, Cash App, or PayPal, or you don't use any of those because you have trust issues? Revis, how you doing, man? You doing all right?
I'm doing all right, man. It's been one of those days today.
One of those days. All right. Well, let me ask you, how do you make payments when you shop with your phone? Apple Pay, Google Wallet, Cash App, PayPal, or you don't use any of those? How do you do it?
Oh, I use Tall Boy. I just call Tall Boy and he uses credit card. I'm just saying.
God damn. I can't with this guy. This guy like, no, I just use Tall Boy. I don't do none of that. I'm an independent guy.
If anything, I'll use my credit card or I'll use my debit card, but I use Tall Boy too. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what's up. Let us know in the comments, how do you use your payment system? Is it Apple Pay, Google Wallet, Cash App, PayPal, or you just don't use any of them because you got trust issues? It is what it is. Well, look, we're going to go ahead and get this show started. Let me see. Revis did a little pre-recording before we got started, and he's going to tell you about the rules to the show.
Hey, everybody. Nice to be here. This is another week of the Lab Tech Show. TBJ is not with us. Hey, he'll be back with us soon, but hey, he's taking him a little time off. Hey, we did. Hey, so my job to give you guys the rules to the show. And here's how you can participate. Watch on your phone. Watch on your TV. Watch on your PC. Of course, you can only participate and comment on your phone. Hey, and while you're here, hey, tell a few people about what we got going on here. Hey, we'd like to keep it 100. We'd like to be authentic. We'd like to be transparent. And hey, that's the only way we could do it is here. So why not tell somebody about it? Tall Boy always told us, hey, be ready to embrace it because it's already here. It's the Lab Tech Show. You got to watch this thing. And before we get started, I'd like to let everybody know that, hey, Google got something special going on, and Tall Boy going to tell us about it. Hey, Tall Boy, what you got going on, buddy?
What's going on, everybody? Well, Google Photos is rolling out this thing called Touch Up. Have you heard about it? Do you use Google Photos? Let me know in the comments, do you use Google Photos? It's a great way to edit your content, and it's right there on the fly, right there on your phone. You can use the features, but now they have this Touch Up tool where it's a simplified way to improve your pictures without needing to learn complicated editing software. So you just go into the system and you just move the sliders left and right. And then now, instead of you having a bad photo, you may have like a blemish here. You may not have the makeup, maybe the lighting or something like that might be off. You can go in and fix it inside of Google Photos. It brings a professional style retouching to a simple menu that anyone can use, as they say. Now, why should you care about this? Remember, you may have took a bad photo, and with 1 or 2 clicks, now you can have that memory captured, and now instead of it just being a memory, it could be a great memory. And the lighting makes you look tired. Well, they can go into the settings, look at the blemishes, and you can take all of that out of there. So these tools allow you to fix all of these small details instantly. And it's all about making your everyday photos look a little bit more polished and, as they say, professional. And now you don't have to really technically hire a photographer. Now, if you still want those headshots, that's something different. But if you're at an event, you're at a party, and you're taking photos, why not open up that actual photo inside of Google Photos and go in and clean that up? Now here, accessibility. You don't need to be a photographer or an editor. The AI does all the heavy lifting, and basically they say that it identifies the facial features and apply changes. Restoration. They said these tools can help save older and lower quality photos by sharpening features and improving how faces look in poor lighting. Now, what I would like to know is, how would it look with like them pictures from the 30s and the 40s? Can they restore some of those photos? Because, you know, grandma and great grandma ain't gonna let them photos get out the house. But if you can take a photo with inside the photo, maybe you can clean up that photo, and then they may trust you as that family member. Instead of spending minutes trying to adjust brightness or contrast, you can apply a smooth or brighten effect in seconds, and it literally changes it. So normally when I take my photos, if you've seen anything that I've posted recently, you'll see that I kind of go into my settings and I just go ahead and make this happen. Now, it's not going to be perfect, but it's better than what you took, if that makes sense. And it's not a perfected version of reality that doesn't look like the real person. Now, they said if overused, the tool can make the skin look like a plastic or remove natural character lines, making people look artificial. I did something for somebody that's in the funeral business because someone had transitioned, and they were like, hey, tall boy, can you fix this photo? And I went into Google Photos, did what I needed to do. And the family liked the photo, but they said it looked too artificial. Now, my thing was, I only worked with what you gave me. Now, remember, most of these editing features are in the Google Photos app, but if you don't have a Google One subscription, they may or may not be available. Now, it is available on web and mobile, so now you can use it on your phone or your computer. And all you got to do is go to photos.google.com or just go to Google Photos on your phone. It should be on your phone if you have an app or an Android or an iOS. Quite naturally, most of us all have a Gmail account. So with us having that account, you're good to go, right? Let me see, what else are they saying? They're saying that the tools generally offer 2 levels, smoothing for noticeable skin texture changes and subtle light varied touch-ups. So I don't know what all that means, but like I said, go ahead and take a photo, go inside of the settings and try and touch up a photo or 2. And maybe you might be like, hey, I like this. Also, it is AI driven. So just remember that they are learning your face. So remember, it works better on clear front facing shots than on a blurry or side profile images. But I think they have a tool where it has unblur inside of a Google photo. So now you can hit the unblur button and then now you click on the touch up button. This feature is rolling out. It just started this week. So if you don't see it, just be mindful that it is going to be coming out relatively soon. So you want to go into Google Photos. You want to click on, let me see if I can look it up on my phone, Google Photos. And I don't have it on my phone, believe it or not. But if I select a photo and I go into edit, so you go into edit, then click on tools. And then when you click on tools, it should be between crop and the noise. So it should be somewhere in there. It should be rolling out relatively soon. Revis, what are your thoughts on this? Can you see yourself touching up some photos, or are you just going to pass that on to a professional photographer?
I can see me passing it on to a professional photographer for the simple fact that if I went to touch enough stuff, I'll probably look like Herman Monster or Frankenstein. I'm just saying. Uh, I may look plastic or something like that right there, and ain't nothing sexy about that. So I have to change the name from Sexy Man to something else. So no, I just leave that to the professionals there.
Oh, so you don't want to do it at all?
No, no, no. I don't want to do it at all because I know me. I'll try to. I'll make a blemish bigger. Let's just put it that way.
So you saying you ugly?
No, I'm just saying that if I get to messing with it, it might not be nothing sexy about me no more.
Oh God. This man
I have a
love.
way of messing up stuff.
You have a way of messing up. Well, I mean, it's not hard. They're just saying, do you use Google Photos at all?
No, not that
Oh,
I know of. I mean, I may take a picture and they go in my photos, and of course, Google is the one that handles my photos. So
right.
I've just never explored to try to touch anything else up.
Well,
Maybe I could take an ugly girl and make her cute.
maybe, maybe you should try it. I know
Can you
you see
take
that.
fat
I
and
know
make it
you see.
skinny?
Look, I know you see them lot lizards out there. So why not take a picture of a lot lizard, and while you like doing your 10-hour break, why not try it?
Because I don't see lot lizards. You got to go to like Memphis. You're gonna see them if you go to Memphis, but you ain't
Oh,
gonna see them like where I'm at now. And I tell you, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm on I-81, I'm just past Nashville or Knoxville.
oh, so you don't see them in Tennessee, or just only there in Memphis?
Really, the places that I travel, I don't see lot lizards.
Okay,
I
okay.
haven't seen I haven't seen a lot lizard in a long time. I drive through Memphis every once in a while just so I can put my eye on one, but that's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got a picture of Aisha. She say hello, everybody. Maybe you get a picture of Sister Queen. Maybe you can get a picture of Lisa Maria. Maybe hit the spot 1006 since she is your biggest critic. You know, you can always get a picture of her somewhere. And
I
you
might play with that one. That one I might play with. Yeah.
okay. I'm just saying, yeah, you just get a photo and ask them to send a photo, and then play with it and see what you come up with.
Hit the spot 1006. I can make her look like Frankenstein. And
Oh,
Aisha, yeah, the bride of Frankenstein. Yes, I could do that. Yes.
oh my God, I can't. All right. Well, let us know. Would you guys be willing to use Google Photos and touch up your photos? Let us know in the comments what you think. And yeah, let's have that discussion. Like I said, TBJ, he's still on vacation. So I got Revis over here doing overtime. I think he like it. I think he like this camera time. I really do. So this is what Revis had to say earlier.
Okay, Tall Boy just talked about that Google Touch. You got to touch up them photos. Sometimes, hey, it'll remove them blemishes and stuff and still make you look sexy like Mr. Sexy Man. I'm saying, hey, and we also going to talk about Cash App for youth. We're going to talk about Amazon ending the side loading and the Netflix vertical. What is Netflix vertical? Well, I guess we'll find out what all that is. And of course, the word of the day, Tantamount. Yeah, that's something hard. But you know what? We're not going to worry about it. Tall boy, play that theme music. Hey, women, y'all get ready. I'm going to take off my shirt in just a minute.
Hey, Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is?
See, he be
What your
doing too much,
name
y'all.
is? Hey, Mr. Sexy Man,
Now he want to bob his
what
head.
your
I
name
ain't judging him.
is? What your name is?
He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn. Revis, I'm here. Word of the day.
Hey, tall boy, what's going on with you?
Man, don't act brand new. I was just right here. that was, yeah, that's only with TBJ. That me. I'm right here. I ain't left nowhere. I'm still here. Well, look, we got this word of the day, man, and tantamount. I never heard of that one. Have you heard of that word before?
Of course I have.
Oh, okay. Well,
Have I ever used it? No.
well. So you've heard of the word tantamount?
Of course.
Okay. Well, before I ask you and give you a definition, where are you at these days?
I am in Tennessee somewhere. I'm on I-81. I'm at a pilot truck stop. Uh, it was very, very hard to find a park, so I don't know exactly where I'm at, what this town is called, but I'm in Tennessee today.
Okay. Well, hit the spot. 1006 says, just when we think you okay, since you talking about you was going to make her Frankenstein. And Sister Queen says, Revis, now you know you wrong. Now, since you out there on I-80 what?
I-81.
I-81, you can work on them Google Photos. Okay. Well, look, we got this word of the day, tantamount. I'm going to go ahead and give you a definition. And you're going to break it down. I'll give you a sentence or two and you see how they go. All right?
Okay.
Tantamount. Something may be described as tantamount to something else if it's equal in value, meaning, or effect. Now, I got a couple sentences for you, so you just let me know which one you like better. If you send me a text that just says, we need to talk, that's tantamount to giving me a heart attack. Just tell me what's wrong before I start tripping. Another sentence, telling me I got to verify my identity for the third time is tantamount to calling me a liar to my face. I've been me all my life. I think I know. Now, I know you're a truck driver, Revis. So if dispatch tells you that this load is urgent, but they ain't got the paperwork ready on the dock, that's tantamount to them stealing money right out of your pocket while you sitting there idling. Tantamount. Break it down, Revis.
Right. That's right. And driving this truck is tantamount. It's like I'm inside of a little box and it's the same as prison. So tantamount. That's tantamount is a good word, and it describes prison and trucks. It's about the same thing. Uh, Also, with the way today's economy is, we want to talk about the dollar and we want to talk about gold. I would like to say it's tantamount, but it's not tantamount because gold is worth a lot more than the dollar. The dollar is just finally just dropping off. But I like the word because it talks about things that they're the same. Like tall boy. Tall boy in the lab tech show is tantamount to CNN. I mean, it's very informative and you're going to learn from it. So all you have to do is get on there and invite some people and then, hey, it's tantamount to, us getting monetized. So what we was trying to get to 810 at least by this week. So I don't know where we are. So maybe you could tell me, and I'll know if I have to take off my shirt. Tantamount.
This man, this man said he want to take. You just determined to take off your shirt. That's what that is.
I
Uh,
I just dropped. I dropped getting completely naked this week. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just take the shirt off.
well, we didn't make it to 810. We only made it to 804, and we was at 79,
Oh,
799. So
well, I'm leaving everything on this week then.
so we're less than what 196 before we get to monetization. That's what we need.
Right,
196.
right,
So I mean, like I
right.
said, some truck drivers out there. Hey, you better go find them lot lizards and tell them folks. Tell them folks to open up your phone. Tell them cashiers
Well, you're
at the Loves. Don't you
well.
stop
One
at
thing
Loves?
you're pretty. Yeah, yeah. But one thing I can say is you're pretty close to Atlanta, and if you walk around Atlanta, you see some of the guys there. They're tantamount to the women around there too. So you can actually get them. Oh, you can actually get them to like and subscribe. Hey, and hit that bell notification.
Nah, hey, you know what? I ain't even mad at you for saying that, bro. Because hey, this is Atlanta, and no judgment, no judgment. He said it, not me. Do not try and shut my channel
I
down
was
because
just
he
reading
said it.
your. I was reading your thoughts. That's all.
Hey, I didn't say that. You said it.
No,
All right,
you didn't have to
y'all.
say it. I was just reading your thoughts.
How did Revis do on the word of the day with Tantamount? Did he break it down in the language that y'all could understand? Would you be willing to use it amongst your friends, co-workers, or just just want to have an astute personality around your people? Mother's Day is coming up, and you could use the word tantamount. So we've used panache, mayhem, and tantamount. Those are three words that you can use when Mother's Day rolls around, when you got on your nice outfit and your flowers for your mama. You got a sentence for Mother's Day that people could use, Revis, for tantamount?
Uh, Not really, but Mother's Day is coming around, and I love Mother's Day. Even though my mother has passed on, I love Mother's Day because uh, it's tantamount to striped bass fishing. Because when Mother's Day come around the next week, I'll be out on Lake Erie and I'll be trying to catch me some striped bass. So it's just a memory. Is something that reminds me of something else, and uh, it's the same thing. When Mother's Day come to me, it's the same as striped bass fishing. So I really love striped bass fishing. So I have to love Mother's Day.
There you go. Mama D
And in
said
the
you did it.
meantime, happy Mother's Day to all the women.
There you go. Revis did a great job. Sister Queen said Revis did good. Still waiting on Hit the Spot
Hit the
1006,
spot to
seeing what she gonna say.
right, right.
Yeah. Even Aisha said Revis did a good job. Okay. Well, that's kind of biased. I ain't judging though.
Mm, right,
Yeah.
right. That is the bias, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, that's a little biased. I ain't judging Aisha. I'm just saying you gonna stick beside him. Ain't that tantamount? Oh man, look, this is what we got on tap. Cash App for Youth, Amazon in Sideloading, Netflix Vertical, and our poll question: how do you make payments when you shop with your phone? Right now, they're saying 33% is with Apple Pay, Cash App, PayPal, 33%. And some people say they don't use any of them because they have trust issues. And I thought about this poll question because the other day I went into Walmart, right? And when you go into Walmart, you can't use tap to pay. So, you tap on the terminal when you go to the gas station, you go to the grocery store, you go to wherever your store is, And I did not understand why they were forcing us to go into their Walmart Pay. And I was a little frustrated about it, but I needed to get the item and I had to do what I had to do. And I'm trying to see if I can find this real quick. Now, something about tokenization. And I get why they're doing what they're doing. It's just that it's just not convenient for a lot of people. And let me see. Walmart. Okay, here it is. They're saying they want you to use their one debit card or their app-based wallet so they can keep the interchange fees, the slice of the pie that the bank takes from every swipe for themselves. And when you tap Apple or Google Pay, it takes a tiny cut and hides your identity. When you scan, Walmart keeps the data and the control. So when you tap at any store outside of Walmart, they, as in Apple and Google, they keep the data. Whereas Walmart's saying, no, we want to send ads, we want to send something to you. So no, that's just how it is. So that's just kind of how they look at things. And let me see. I think there was something else that really caught my attention. Walmart would rather deal with your frustration at the checkout line than lose the gold mine that is your purchase history. They're betting that the convenience of their prices will outweigh the inconvenience of their payment math. So, yeah, that's basically what it is. So
I like how they said that.
Yeah. So the thing is, they're keeping the data. But if you use Apple Pay or Google Wallet, they get the data and they send a little token. And that way the payment processors aren't getting it. But it inconveniences you as the customer. So I thought that would be a great question to ask. And maybe y'all would consider, especially small business owners, something y'all could think about in the near future. All right.
No, but let me tell you, I really did like that. The answer they get said. They would like to deal with. They would deal with your frustration
Mm,
if they can get all that right there. They know you're going to be frustrated going to the do-it-yourself checkout thing, so they rather deal with your frustration. But put some people in there and let them deal with it. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I'd rather deal with a regular person instead of that computer.
yeah. Mama D says, get a Walmart card. Well, in my particular situation, my credit card did not work. So you can still put your credit card in the terminal. You can put it in the terminal, but for whatever reason, my card was not working. The credit card company was aware what was going on. They had already issued me another card. But in the meantime, in the between time, I had to do some shopping. And when I tried to tap, they said, no, you put the card in. It did not work. Go to customer service. When I went to customer service, they made me do Walmart Pay. And, quite naturally, you get frustrated. How bad do you want it? So you can go to Amazon, but you got to wait 2 days. Go to eBay, God knows how long. Or what do? You just be patient. So that's what it was. Shout out to Solo. Man, my man just fresh from Vegas. I saw your stories. I'm jealous that I did not get a chance to get out there and go. Hopefully you got some great some great information out
Content.
there that you could share with us. Maybe we can get you to come on the show in the near future and tell us what you found out there at NAB. All right, that's the National Association of Broadcasters. So this is what makes this show run. I try to make it out there every other year. So now I'll be 2 years removed. So I definitely got to be there next year so we can find out what new tools we need to be able to stay running afloat. So neither here nor there. Shout out to Solo. He was over at NAB, and basically anything streaming, television, radio, media, If you want to know anything about that, it's all hands on deck in Vegas for the first week of April. That's when they normally do it. And then CES is the Consumer Electronics Show, the big show that we go to every year in January. So those are the two big shows for the tech community. All right, let's go ahead and get back into this. Revis, what age did you give your kids a bank account?
I didn't.
So how did they learn financial literacy, sir?
By watching me get broke.
Okay. All right. Well, if you have kids, you know somebody with kids, Cash App now supports accounts for kids that are between the ages of 6 and 12. Cash App wants to be a family business. They launch managed accounts that lets parents basically give their kids a digital wallet with a leash on it. Now, if you're tired of kids losing a $5 bill or asking to borrow your card for a game on their tablet, it's about teaching them how to handle money early without them having total control of the bank. Think of it as a digital piggy bank that you have the key to. Now, this is what it's all about. Financial literacy. It gets them learning about saving the interest. Well, gets them learning about saving and interest before they even hit middle school. You choose exactly who can send them money, maximum of 5 people. So Revis, the mama, the cousin, the grandma, and maybe the church person, or maybe the neighbor or something like that, because they cutting grass. Convenience. You can send them an allowance instantly without hunting for change under the couch. I don't know nobody who's still doing allowances these days, but hey, instead of giving them the cash, just I'm a Cash App you, and there you go. And now you have a debit card and you can use it as a digital purchase. Is that something that you would do with your kids? Now, here's the bad thing. If you already have kids that have a phone that are between 6 and 7, they might be glued more to that smartphone because they like, I need some more coins so I can play Fortnite, or I can get some VC for 2K or whatever game that they want to play on their Xbox or PlayStation. While it's safe, they can get scammed. Getting that money back is harder than getting a refund. And then you're putting a lot of your child's data out there in the digital atmosphere early. Now, here's the things that you need to know about doing this Cash App for kids. All right. You are the boss. You have to approve the account, and you can see every single cent that they spend in real time. So if they go to the store and they spend X, Y, and Z, you get to see it all. They get custom plastic. The kids can design their own physical Visa debit card, which makes them feel like they're an adult or make them feel like they got a little control themselves. But you can turn on the on and off switch. So if they do something that they're not supposed to do, you just cut their finances off. I bet you they get in line. Saving in interest. They can actually earn a little bit of interest on their savings, which is great. And basically teaching them how to save a little bit better than what Revis did, right? And then the no stranger danger. They can only receive money from people you approve. So if that approved list does not have me on it or Revis on it, the transaction is just not going to go through. So it's not like somebody random is just sending them money. So they would have to send you the money or the approved person to get it. Data privacy. Giving a tech company with your 6-year-old info, would you be willing to do that? And even with guardrails, kids can still blow through the allowance on digital junk. And, kids definitely like to be on their video games, and they like to buy their makeup for the ladies. They can do the little virtual avatars or something like that, and they can get to spending their money, and now it's all gone. So Is this something that you would do for your child, or maybe somebody that you do know that has a child? Would you tell them about it? Revis, now that you've heard about Cash App for kids, what's your thoughts on it?
I think a kid should really stay in a kid's place, and I think we shouldn't be doing that yet. I did do the allowance thing. I did do that. Far as the savings and all that, I could tell them to save, but they wasn't going to do it. They're going to spend it as soon as they got it. They'll do what they see us do. So uh, I think it could be a good thing for teenagers. I wouldn't say as early as 6 or 7.
But and I'm not trying to be funny, but you're thinking about, how old are you? Or what year were you born, shall I say? I don't want to ask how old you are. How old are you?
I was born in '67. I'm
So
59.
so 67, the way our parents thought back in 67, the way my parents thought back in the 80s, is totally different from how these parents think today. So
Right.
so you got to put yourself in that perspective, because kids are on their phone more. Kids are having cell phones at an earlier age. I remember when I was 9 and I wanted a pager, and I remember, my mom saying, "You don't need one. You ain't no drug dealer." I was a tech guy. I wasn't thinking about no pager as a, drug dealer or nothing like that. But that's just the mindset that they had. Whereas when you were growing up, there probably wasn't no phone. You probably had that little, you
Oh,
had that
really?
rotary. You had that rotary phone. But these kids
Right,
today,
right. We did.
yeah, but these kids today, they got cell phones at 6, 7 years old. Even the 2 and 3 year olds is playing with the phone, or with their parents' phone, just to keep them quiet at the dentist's office or at the doctor's office. So that's what I'm saying. Is this something that you would consider now? Mama D said bonds at birth. So that's what she does as grandma. Save, save, save was my generation. So I mean, yeah, you may have made your mistakes, but you just said you a pawpaw. So now, by you being a pawpaw, you could turn around and say, "Well, look, I'm gonna send my baby a couple dollars, and when she gets 6, 7, 8 years old, she can go, do something for, buy a little candy or buy a little snack, when she's at school or something like that in third grade." But times are different. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, times are different. And now I think about it. If I had been born in this time, the way that the parenting is now, because it's not the same as it was when we were growing up.
Right. Right.
And I figure if I had a Cash App card that I was able to use, um, I probably would have bought Debbie Does Dallas or something like that right there, even at the age of 6, because I was off into that kind of stuff when I was 6 years old, and it they off into things worse than that now. So no, I still don't think it's a good idea. Let them get a little age on them before we do that. 6 or 7 is a little too early.
So
I
what's the
like I
age?
like Mama
So
D. I
so
like
so
Mama D's theory.
so what's the age that you think would be a good age for them to be able to have this? Because that's your thought process, but like I said, kids already have cell phones already going into first and second grade.
Right. They got cell phones going in the first and second grade, but I still think at least let them become a teenager. Start teaching them responsibility. Let them be a kid while they're a kid. When they turn 13, now they got to get ready for adult life. So when they turn 13, they're a teenager now. They need to start learning a little bit more responsibility, and finances will be a good one come the age of 13. Okay, we'll say 13.
But and I'm going to table this after this. Let us know in the comments. What are your thoughts on this? I know Revis and I are having this conversation, but let me know what you think about this. Right? Um, Kids are going to school. They got their phone, and instead of having cash because they got a field trip or they have something that they want to buy at school, they got to keep up with that cash. Yes, it teaches them to hold on to their money, But remember, Mama used to say, "You better hold on to this because there ain't no more where it came from, and they're gonna hold on to it." But now you got to think they're taking away. They're doing cashless payments everywhere. The
But that's
era
not
and the
the only
time has
thing Mama
changed.
used to say. It's not the only thing Mama used to say. She used to say, "Take your time, young man. Don't you rush to get old." You got to remember that. Mama used to say that too. And if you give them that stuff real early, they're rushing to get old and they're not taking their time. So 13 is probably a good age.
Well, they said at 13, what they want to do is if you wanted them to start investing or get into crypto, because there's some parents that are into that, they said that they can unlock certain features at 13 with the parents' approval. But 6 to 12, up to 5 people, can be able to send a couple dollars to that child, and they will have a debit card, and it teaches them financial responsibility instead of them actually holding on to physical cash.
That might be a good option. It might be a good option. Like I said, I'm a little old school, so that right there is extremely new school. That's those children that have that become grandparents at the age of 26 or something like that. There,
Okay. I'm just asking. That's all. Just wanted to know your thoughts on that. That's all. With the midway point. What's going on, everybody? It is the Lab Tech Show. Come on, hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell. We definitely would appreciate if you would support us. It's the Lab Tech Show. We're at 804. We're trying to get to 1,000. I know you know 2 or 3 people that need to hear this conversation. That's all we're doing. We just talking to y'all. We just letting you know what's coming out. Will you be a part of it? We are a family. We are a community, and we would love for you to be a part of it. It is the Lab Tech Show. Come on, support us. Embrace this technology. We got you. You didn't know about this stuff before today. Now you do. The Lab Tech Show. Revis, how much
Sure.
TV do you watch?
absolutely none.
You don't watch no TV?
Look here, I had a TV on this truck until this past weekend. Uh, I hadn't even cut it on this year.
Wow. Well, if you got a Fire Stick at home, and I'm not saying this is everybody, but if you got your Fire Stick jailbroken, you might want to pay attention to this. Amazon is saying they got some new Fire Sticks that are coming out, and they're going to end side loading. So you know how you say, "Oh, I got 1,000 channels. I got my stuff. I can watch all the movies. I can watch all the sports. I can do all of that." Well, look, times is changing. So if you paid that money, you better hold on to that Fire Stick and hold on until that update comes. When it comes to cutting that cable bill and keeping more of your hard-earned money because you're looking for a good deal, well, those times are almost over. Because Amazon is making a move that's going to change how you use your Fire Sticks that you got plugged into your TV. Basically, Amazon just put out a new version of their cheapest streaming stick. So they're going to be throwing out holiday deals. Come get you a new Fire Stick, but they're not telling you. On the outside, it looks the same, but on the inside, they changed the brain. The whole operating system is running on a system called VegasOS. And because it's not Android anymore, you can't sideload the apps. Now, if you the type of person who just plug the stick in and log into Netflix or log into Prime Video or Hulu, you good. But if you like to watch those NBA games, the NFL games, or the boxing matches, maybe even watch a movie before it comes out in the theater, those days are coming to an end with this new device. So if you buy this new stick thinking you can do the same old tricks, you're going to just run into a dead end and you're going to be mad. It's like buying a car where the hood is, just saying, nope, We ain't opening. It's still shut. You can drive it, but you can't tinker with it. That's what they say. All right, now the jailbreak is over. For years, people have bought Fire Sticks specifically because they were easy to unlock, and Amazon basically closes the door. Since this is a brand new system, some of those smaller apps you might like might not be available right away because they have to be rebuilt from scratch just for Amazon, and Amazon is forcing you into their ecosystem. They want you to see their ads, buy their movies, and locking their devices down. They're making sure you stay in their backyard. No different from what Apple is doing with the Apple. What is it? The App Store. No different. Now, they say the good news is the new system is built to be faster and smoother. So no more spinning the wheel of death. So you know how you like, I'm waiting for Amazon Prime or Hulu to load and it's just circling. Nah, they saying, nope, it's going to move a lot faster. You can plug it directly into the USB port for your TV for power. Now, currently, the current Fire Sticks, you have to find a power source and you got a cable that's just hanging on the side and it's got to plug into a wall, or you can plug it into that USB port, and then the other one goes into the HDMI port. Well, this one, you just plug it right into the TV and there's no extra cords that go along with it. And it also comes with a remote that actually controls the TV volume and power, which the old Fire Stick Lite did not do. You can only install apps that are officially in the Amazon App Store. No more outside APK files. And a lot of those third-party apps use free sports and movies. Simply, they just won't work with this VegasOS Fire Stick. Amazon says all their future sticks will be like this. So eventually, you're going to have a hard time if you don't want to play by their rules. Now, if you're shopping at Best Buy or Amazon, look for the Fire TV Stick HD name. If you want to keep the side loading, you better grab those older 4K Max models now, because eventually they're going to take them off the shelves. I'm pretty sure by Christmas they will be gone. Just letting you know. Go get you an older one. Make sure it does not say VegasOS. Your old sticks are fine now. So the change only applies to the new ones. And Amazon says that they'll support the old ones until at least 2030. VegasOS, they're saying this is it. It isn't just a small update. It's the whole new language that the device speaks. It's meant to be more secure, but secure usually means locked down. Basically, all they want to do is just say, hey, everybody else has got their own ecosystem. We want our ecosystem. And we want you to play in our backyard as opposed to you playing in other people's backyard. That's just basically what they're saying. You got a Google TV, you got a Roku TV, you got an Amazon Fire Stick, you got Apple App Store. Well, why can't we have our own backyard? That's all they're saying. And they're saying Alexa and Alexa Plus integration. The new stick is built to work better with Alexa. So if you like talking with your remote to find your shows, it's going to be a lot smarter at understanding what you're looking for. So if this is something that you're looking for, go ahead and get your new VegasOS stick. But if you want to keep that side loading going, make sure you go find that 4K Max Fire Stick before time runs out. Revis, your thoughts?
Man, look at here. It just dried the hell up. Amazon doing too much, man. And when I'm talking about dried up, I'm talking about the wet dream just got dry. That's just bad, man. People bought those things because Amazon sold them a dream, and now they're just going to wake them up out the dream like that right there. I don't even have a Fire Stick anymore. I wish I had one, but now I don't even want one. Yeah, I don't watch TV anyway, but I do like to watch my football when football season comes. I didn't even watch any football last year at all, period. And you see Detroit up here. I'm just saying.
Well,
That's just it's terrible. I don't like that.
Lisa Maria says, I have my Fire Stick from when I first got my Roku about 5 years ago, and it still works fine. Now, the question that I have for you, Lisa Maria, is it jailbroken? Did you have a family member, or did you pay somebody some extra coins to give you all the channels? You can just throw the little emoji eyes if that's a yes. We don't want you to put all your business out there in the street because I don't want them pulling up to you in New York. Would Roku be doing the same thing? No, Jessica, because it's not as easy to do this on Roku as it is Amazon Fire. On Amazon Fire, I'm sorry, I got Revis on the screen. On Amazon Fire, it's got Android based inside of it, right? And so you can just, if you know how to do it, you can go into the system on Fire Stick, unlock it, and when you unlock it, you can download all the apps. And so, like, if you have a jailbroken phone, you can download the apps. That's why a lot of people like. That's why a lot of people like Android, because when you have an iOS, you can't do external apps if it's not in the App Store. So with Roku, they have a similar situation to what Apple has. Whereas with Android or Fire Stick, it's the same. It's a little bit more free. So you can just go into the system, type in a couple sequences with the remote control. It unlocks what you need to unlock. And then once you unlock it, you can download whatever apps you want. And that's how you're able to get your content that you're looking for. Whereas with Roku, it's a little bit harder. It's not to say it can't be done, but it's a little bit harder. Okay. Hopefully that helps. Sister Queen says mine is not jailbroken. Always see Lisa Maria. Sister Queen, you good. You this does not apply to you right here. I guess I just bought my last Fire Stick, says Ray Wright. Ray Wright, like, oh man. No. Hey, you got to 2030. Putting you on notice. So when they start talking about this on Good Morning America, remember, we talked about this on the Lab Tech Show. All right. I gave you a heads up. Revis is like, I have no idea what you're talking about because I still don't watch no damn
my
football.
thing is, I told you when we did the word of the day that the Lab Tech Show was like CNN. You know, you're going to get your news. You're going to get it straight here, and then you got it from the Lab Tech Show first.
True.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. What we got? Since we talking about all that other stuff, what we got going on over here?
Shoot, we might have the brand.
Everybody, it is the brands. Lab Tech Show, your live production, tallboy.us. These are the brands. This is what we're doing, and we're trying to expand and grow. Visit those websites respectfully. Also, don't forget that we are on Spotify and YouTube podcasts at the Lab Tech Show. Don't forget, we're also on Roku and Amazon Fire, and it looks like we may have to update our Fire Stick in the app store, I guess. I don't know what they call it. I got to call the developer and tell them what's going on, but you can search for us over at TBE Media. And don't forget, if you'd like to support the show in any way, shape, form, or fashion, you can do that by scanning the QR code on Cash App or PayPal. We definitely appreciate it. The money comes directly to us because we do have lights. We do have all kind of bills to pay. So as opposed to doing super chats and all that other stuff, we get taxed on that. Whereas we get the money comes directly to us if you go to PayPal or Cash App. As always, don't forget to think big, think tall, boy. Think big, believe in God. Think tall, the sky's the limit. Think tall, boy, because he said so, and he's doing it. Now, Revis, man, I could have sworn I did it. Well, Revis, you gotta wait a second. I had it all set up, y'all. I had it so set up. It was player, but I gotta wait a minute. Revis, my bad.
That's all right. Hey, it's shop.tallboy.us. You
I
got to
know.
always go
I was
there.
trying to set it up, but I don't have it in the system. I thought I hit save, sir. I was trying to set it all up for you, but now you can always do a live read, but you did a great job on what you did before the show started. So I was proud of you, and I wanted to make sure you got your love. But yeah, the website is called shop.tallboy.us. If you got your phone, you can scan this QR code once you see this video. Here we go. 2.
Hey, everybody. Guess what? It's time to talk about merch. That's right. Tallboy has merch, Revis has merch, and TBJ has merch. We got something for everybody. Hey, Revis don't do ships. You can get that t-shirt. We got all kind of things going on. You got mugs. You got things for the babies. You got mouse pads. All you got to do is participate. Go to shop.tallboy.us. Click on all merchandise and you can see everything we got. Look at those hats. Look at those mugs. Look at those drinks. Look at here. Let's do this, y'all. Everybody has merch. We got something in just about every size and every color. You can find something for you. Hey, and TBJ has merch. Everybody loves TBJ and everybody loves the sexy man. So therefore, go to shop.tallboy.us, grab you some merch. It's affordable and it's still here. It ain't gonna come too early. It ain't gonna come too late. It's gonna come right on time. Everybody, shop.tallboy.us. That's right, shop.tallboy.us. Hey, and if you're on your television, use your phone and use that little code right there. If you take a picture of that code, it'll take you right to it. Shop.tallboy.us. Peace.
Shout out to James Hicks. That man is all over the place. He's like, yo, I'm out here. I'm in North Carolina. Hold up, he in the South? Say what? Man. Okay. And Tech Troublemaker, he's in South Carolina. 5 years of live streaming with Tech Troublemaker. He's got a show that he did yesterday, 5 years. Make sure y'all go over there to Tech Troublemaker on YouTube after this show ends and check him out. He did a show last night and he gave some tips about what it was like being a YouTuber for 5 years. Man, that's crazy work. Thank you, Sister Queen, for supporting us. Definitely appreciate that. And we're going to keep it moving. Netflix. Everybody wants to be like TikTok now. Is anybody on TikTok? Does everybody do TikTok? There's only a few of y'all that do TikTok. Well, basically, if you know about TikTok, it's vertical style streaming and you upload your content and basically you use your thumb and you scroll. Well, Netflix says they want to do the same thing. And they're trying to make sure you never have to spend 20 minutes scrolling through rolls of movies just to end up watching the same episode of The Office for the 100th time. They're bringing that TikTok style of swiping the big red app and is rolling out by the end of the month. They're saying Netflix is redesigning its mobile app to include vertical discovery feed. So instead of just looking at posters and reading descriptions, you'll be able to swipe up through short vertical video clips of shows and movies, just like you do on Facebook Reels or TikToks. If you see something you like, you can tap it and start the full movie right then and there. Or just save it for later. That's what they're doing. You get a feel for the acting and the look of the show in 15 seconds without having to read a single word. You can send a specific clip to your friend or family, say, look, we got to watch this, instead of just telling them about it. Or a one-tap watch, no more searching. If the clip looks good, you hit one button and the movie starts playing immediately. Now, it's easy to get sucked into swiping through clips for 30 minutes and realize you still haven't actually watched anything. They call that doom scrolling. And then these vertical videos use more data than just looking at pictures. So if you're not on Wi-Fi, Your phone bill might look like a little disrespectful if you don't have unlimited data. And if you like Netflix because it was simple and didn't look like a social media app, well, once you update the app, it's going to feel more like a social media app. Okay. It's not just for kids. While it looks like TikTok, the clips are tailored for your taste. If you like documentaries or you like those old school sitcoms, that's what'll pop up in your feed. Netflix is using generative AI to pick the exact right moments from a movie to show you, hoping to catch your eye just for the right movie or the show. And you can add shows directly to your My List from the clip so you don't forget that interesting look or that interesting movie that you were looking for. And you can say you saw this while waiting online while you're at the grocery store, because once you start going down this feed, it's called doom scrolling for a reason. I get caught up into it on YouTube almost every morning. And I'm like, damn, I need to go for this. And then they got something that sucks you in and brings you in even closer. And it's like, damn it, I didn't just spend 20 minutes. And that's what they want. They want you on their platform more and more and more. The update is hitting all phones that have a Netflix account by the end of April 2026. And if you don't see it, just check the App Store for an update or just wait a few days. It's coming for everybody. All right. And some folks are worried about turning Netflix into a scroll fest, making us less likely to actually sit down and enjoy a full 2-hour movie. And because the system is using AI to understand what you like on a deeper level, it's keeping a very close eye on what you stop to watch and what you swipe past. And it's built for you. Revis, this is interesting. Your thoughts on doom scrolling on Netflix?
I got a feeling things about to get hectic over at Netflix. I thought they had a good thing going on with their new movies and new sitcoms and all that kind of stuff, but all this doom strolling and all that, I like to be on Facebook. I like to look at the reels. And this is going to be like the same thing. The thing is, it seems like you'll never get to a dang movie that you might like. If AI is taking over and just showing you stuff that they think you might like, if you're looking for something specific, you're not going to find it.
The Spots 1006 says, I guess that's why the prices are going up. Yeah. Well,
It seems like if they're using AI, prices to go down. Yeah, they don't have to do as much work now.
I agree. I think it's all a scam. I've given my take. I'm not going to go down that soapbox. I've given my take about, hey, get it for 1 month. Do what you got to do. Do the churn. Go find the next one. Do the churn. Get it all in 1 month. Catch up. That's my thought process. Stop giving these people the money unless you're going to actually use the app. That's just my thought process. I'm sticking to it. All right. These are the views of Tall Boy, not anybody else. Lisa Maria says, if I can swipe it to my TV, I'll try it. Otherwise, I'll stick to watching movies on my TV. So no, this is built for phones. So people who like to watch movies on their phones, you're in the grocery store, you're at the doctor's office, you're waiting in the hallway for a meeting, and you just open up your phone. You might be at the airport, bus station, and you're just looking for something to watch to keep you entertained. This is what this is for. Not for the people that are at home. This is for your phone and you're on the go. That's what this is for, Lisa Maria. So Lisa Maria said, that's the word. It's a scam. It's a scam. And look, Ray Wright, he like, hey, look, I'm from up north. Preach, Tall Boy, preach. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you what it is, man. Ow. I'm trying to tell you what it is. So pay attention to what's happening. Oh, my God. Revis, help me out.
Okay. Yeah. Netflix, I didn't know it was actually just for your phone. It is just for your phone. So the television is all right. I think most people watch the movies on their uh, television as opposed to their phone. I'm one of those ones. I'm always on the road, so if I was to watch it, I would probably be watching it on the phone, and I probably wouldn't like the new feature. I'd rather see it the old-fashioned way and hope things work out that way. But Lisa Maria, hey, you don't have anything to worry about. You can still watch it on your television, and nothing's going to change.
She said, that ain't me. I have enough stuff to watch while I'm waiting to do anything. Okay. That's what it is. I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Do what you got to do. But James Hicks was in the airport. Maybe he was watching Netflix. Well, he probably 30,000 feet in the air over there trying to figure out his next show that he's trying to deploy that he can get picked up by Netflix. That's what he
Maybe even Solo. Solo might have watched it. He was at the airport too.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. Tech troublemaker. He might be at the, waiting to go to church or waiting to go to the doctor's office, and he could be on his phone. You never know. I don't know. I know Hit the Spot 1006. She don't like to watch movies on her phone. She want the big screen. She want to feel like she's immersed, like she's at the movies.
And you said it eats more data also.
Yeah, so not every phone has unlimited data. It depends on your data plan, right? And they throttle you. They say unlimited data, but they throttle you. Let's just call it what it is. They throttle you. So once you hit so many gigs, it's going to start to slow you down. So it's better to be on Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi, we don't value Wi-Fi in America the way they do abroad. Let's just put it like that. If you got Wi-Fi, people don't have data packages here. They have Wi-Fi. So I would just pay for Wi-Fi, and I don't need a phone number, a physical phone number. I just use Wi-Fi and I use WhatsApp abroad. That's what I was using when I was talking to you and just saying, hey, let me tell you what's going on. That's why we were on WhatsApp. Whereas if I would have used data, I would have had to pay 25 cents a minute just to talk to you. So instead, I'm going to go get me a Wi-Fi package, get however many gigs of data that I got. So when I'm traveling from place to place, I'm on the train, I'm on the bus, I'm in a Grab, I'm in a boat. This is abroad now. And I can watch my content on YouTube that's eating data. But if I'm on Wi-Fi, it's not touching the data.
Do you remember when we used to pay 25 cents a minute to use the phone?
Yeah, I do. Oh, you know how much money I spent? You know how much money I gave away playing ball overseas, buying calling cards? Majority of my money went to buying calling cards. So it was much more expensive. But I remember Sprint used to have you had to wait till after 7 o'clock. Who remember that? You had to wait till after 7 o'clock.
I remember that.
Or no, it used to be after 9 o'clock. Then they lowered it down to 7 o'clock to be able to get free calling. So you'd be like, I call you after 9 o'clock, 9:01. Lisa Maria said, damn, those are the old day rates when we used to make sure and call after 9 p. Yup. The Lisa Maria was saying, I had somebody I was booed up with 9:01, not 9:02, right. And not 8:59. Mama D like, I remember them days. Man, yeah, they was taxing us back then. Yeah, they was taxing us.
And that was back in the day. All the freaks came out after 9 o'clock.
Oh, my God, yeah. I ain't got no sound about it. I don't got...
You already know.
Ow. Since Cardi B was in Atlanta this weekend. All right, y'all. It is what it is. We ain't judging nobody. But as a brief recap, this is what we talked about. Netflix vertical. Stop the doom scrolling. Well, you're about to start doing more doom scrolling. Amazon inside loading in 2030. So you better go get those Fire Sticks. ASAP. Cash App for Youth. Would you let your kids, or do you know somebody that has a young kid from 6 to 12? Would you give them a debit card and set them up with a Cash App account? 5 people would be authorized to send them money, and they would be given a debit card that you can monitor. Would you be willing to do that? And then Google Photos Touch Up. You can erase those blemishes, and instead of having a capturing the moment, you can capture the memory, and you'll be proud of that photo. I know a lot of people, or excuse me, I know a lot of women that's like, after you take the photo, I need to see the picture. No, you need to delete that. Take it again. Well, now with Google Photos, you can just go right in, take the photo, clean it up, and then now they'll be happy. I was somewhere at Revis 2 weeks ago and took a group photo, and everybody's eyes was open but her. And because I have a Pixel, I said, oh, she said, we got to retake that photo. I said, no, we don't. I went into the settings and clicked best take, and I picked her face, and it showed me 4 different images of her. And I pressed the one that she liked the most. And within seconds, her eyes were open and she was smiling. And she said, well, I didn't even know that even worked like that. I said, well, you got to use Google Photos. Go in there one day and just play with it. That's all it is.
I might play with it. I might play with it today. I might do that just to see.
Yeah, you might have something with you fishing and you got your eyes closed and your fingers on throwing gang signs. You click the unblur photo because you know you be taking blurry photos, Revis. Like, unblur the photo and you be proud of your photo, man. You be taking them pictures as, hey, look, Revis be taking pictures at CES, and I was about to curse, but his ish be blurry as hell. Like, bruh, what are you doing? Reeves like, look, I don't know nothing about no phone. I'm just creating the content.
I wear glasses. The phone need to have glasses also. I'm just saying. I got a picture of me and Lavelle Crawford, and I think either his eyes are red or mine are red. I got one with me and Crystal Fox, and I know it's definitely my eyes are really red or something like that. Maybe I'll put them in Google Photos and see if I can alter the eyes.
Oh man, that is funny.
Right, and for the ones that don't know who Crystal Fox is, she played in the Heat of the Night as Luann, the detective, the police, and she also played in Tyler Perry's y'all know which one it is. One of his big shows there.
There you go. Well, look, last week you talked about Camelo. Got my Camelos. You got yours?
Okay. Okay. Mine's around here somewhere.
Did they change? Yeah, there they go.
There they go.
You see? Yeah, 0.2 seconds. I can change tint. So Camelo.com. That's CHAMELO. And as the spring and the summer is here and approaching, go get you some Camelos and change the tint. So when you're driving or you walking into a building, you're like, hey, but you don't want them to see your eyes. Just change the tint. Swipe. There you go.
There you go. See, mine. I got those Stevie Wonder. See, mine got so dark. Hey, you think I was blind or something?
But you see, the only difference between yours versus mine, yours plays music and takes phone calls. Mine is just really just more for, that studious, sexy look. Yours is more like sport or a truck driver. Like you like in
these are the sport. These are the sport ones.
Yeah, you look like you like in Knight Rider. I look like I'm on Baywatch.
My goodness gracious. I'll be back.
That's not the movie. That's Terminator, but okay. But you see it. You can change the tint. You can change the tint, y'all. Camelo. CHAMELO.com. You see it? Let me swipe one more time. There it is. All right, y'all. I enjoyed y'all. I appreciate y'all. James says Hennessy will do that to you. Oh Lord Jesus. Let me put my
Oh
glasses
my
back
goodness.
on. I don't know. Is anybody celebrating birthdays before? Oh, look at him talking about yo with your sexy ass. That dude is funny. Well, look, guys. As we wrap up this show, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Them old player shades. Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, them camelos, y'all. Y'all both doing too much right now, but I love it. Hey, you got to have some fun every now and then. Yeah, that's what it is. They say that's too blind, Revis. Yeah, there you go. They say you too blind. All right, y'all.
Well, what do y'all think of my lighting? I actually had to do some improvising in order to keep my face clear here. So hey, leave that in the comment about the lighting
You
here.
did a better
We
job this week. No echo. Nobody was complaining. Shout out to Jessica over there at Chatter. Shout out to Tony and Lord over there on Fanbase. I definitely appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for jumping in the comments and supporting us over here. Please tell a few people about what we got going on. We are at 804. We're trying to get to 1,000 so we can get some coinage. Like, support us. Watch the show. Watch some of the old shows. Y'all about to, you know what? Let me put this on the camera. Well, I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try this.
Now, church.
No, it ain't going to work.
Listen to me when I...
It ain't going to work. Now, church, I'm about to say this. Y'all about to go to bed. We need watch hours and we need followers. Now, what I mean by watch hours is just because we made it to 1,000 followers, don't necessarily mean we automatically get monetized. We need watch hours as well. 4,000 to be exact. I don't know how many watch hours we're in, but y'all about to go to bed. Why don't you put the Lab Tech Show on, find a playlist, and that's at least 8 hours by you alone. If you got to be at work at 5, it might be only 4 hours, 6 hours. Help a brother out. That's all I'm saying. Watch hours. Put the Lab Tech Show on, turn the volume down, and enjoy the Lab Tech Show as you go to sleep. Help us out. Tell 2 or 3 people about the show. Maybe they might learn something, and help us with these hours and these numbers. That's all I'm saying. Help us out. Yeah, that's about it. Aisha said love. We need to go fishing. Oh, Lord, you about to get this man started with that. All right.
My goodness.
Yeah, you about to get that man started. You have him out there with them glasses, with them camelos. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us.
Now, church.
It's another
Listen to me
edition
when I tell you.
of the Lab Tech Show.
There's a change coming.
I appreciate y'all.
You've been walking through the valley. You've been pushing through
This
the
is what we do.
storm, but your breakthrough is knocking at the door. We're coming
gonna
to you
find
with
a way
the
to
truth,
get this thing right
with the fire,
before
with the
it's all
spirit
said
of
and done with,
excellence.
but we're
It's time to rise up.
moving some things
It's time to
around.
level up.
But it's
and
time to level up.
give thanks for the wisdom that's about to
ready?
be shared. Can I get an amen?
Can we get an amen, y'all? Was this a good show?
You heard the
Type
man.
an amen in the
Turn that
comments.
volume up to the windows
Amen.
louder. The Lab Tech Show is in the perimeter. Talking all stale vibes with a backyard
Talk to
king.
him, Revis.
Rappers, TBJ, Tall Boy. Let's get it. From the start, Texas up to Michigan snow.
Hey.
Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. It's another edition.
Down the floor, the water, man, he covers the map. Handling the technicals, avoiding the trap. He's the engine in the back, keeping business on track. Texan heart, southern soul, ain't no looking back. 8 o'clock sharp, yeah, we right on time. Southern energy, making sure we shine. Old school soul with a bank head beat. Lab Tech Show, making move your feet. Get the merge, get the word that you should need. We the power bell kings, yeah, we guarantee. A TJ on the mic and he talking this straight. Like the young TRP, he don't never debate. He talking to the people, he don't witness the voice. Keeping it real, yeah, you made the right choice. He the southern philosopher, the grit in the grain. Even your boy has a beauty strain. When it took your tail, fall down my knee. For the shot, not told by the big, get your mind right. Keep the views of the red friend. By the leather bubbles, not to the volcanic glitz. the past, he says, now floss with you up.
If you ain't rocking like this right here, you ain't watching the Lab Tech Show. Hey, thank you all for joining us. We're going to see you all next week. Hey.
Y'all heard the man. Y'all heard him. That's what it is. It's another edition of the Lab Tech Show. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us.
You already know. Tall boy.
It's another edition. We out. Y'all be good. See y'all next week.